product that I really believe in. Gold and silver is a product I really believe in. I believe in that a lot more than I believe in a crypto coin. Because, you know, I don't have any control, neither do you have any control if that crypto coin evaporates in its value overnight. But guess what we do know? Gold and silver isn't going to evaporate overnight, no matter what. Do y'all realize that? It will never evaporate. It has an intrinsic value, a true intrinsic value. That's been since man discovered gold and silver, even before Christ. It was currency. So it is the product that everybody needs some of. Now remember what I told y'all about Bitcoin? It's like the number one. Well, guess what? This is what I'm trying to tell you a little bit about research. A lot of those people, even Bill Gates and other people, a lot of those people have lots of those Bitcoins. Mm-hmm. Guess what? They're buying big stakes into this coin that I was just telling you about. So when they move from that to this, what do you think the value of Bitcoin is going to do? I don't think it's going to be as valuable. So why am I telling you about Bitcoin? Because that's your competition. That's one of your competitions with gold and silver. And they'll do a lot of them through network marketing. So understand that a digital coin has no intrinsic value. It's a huge risk. It's a huge risk. So why would somebody want to be buying $100 worth a month of digital air that might not be worth something? Oh, it might be worth something in the future. But I'd rather buy something that I know is worth something and will be worth something no matter what. And it, in all probability, going to be worth a whole lot more than when I bought it or got somebody else to buy it. Wouldn't that be what you would say? Okay, now I'm going to share with you what it really takes to be successful in network marketing. Number one, it takes getting with a company that's got a great product. I'd say gold and silver, it costs us a great product, wouldn't you? I mean, everybody needs to own some of them. And it's just a matter of time before everybody starts to realize that they do. Okay, if everybody wants gold and silver, I mean, truly everybody wants some. They may not do anything to get it, but they want it. You got the right product. So now let's get the right company. Well, most network marketing companies are made up of companies that one or two individuals can make tons of money. Well, the thing that attracted me to 7kmetals immediately, as soon as it was just presented to me, was number one, it had the binary comp plan. But 5 on the left, 5 on the right, you can get $500. 10 on the left, 10 on the right, you make $1,000. It zeroes out your counter, and it starts counting all over again. And so you got more people helping you the next week than you had the first week. And you can repeat that every week, and you make $1,000 a week. That's $52,000 a year off of a $250 membership. I call that a no-brainer. Anybody that doesn't do that business as a plan B, they don't understand. They haven't heard us. They have so many mental blocks in front of their eyeballs or their head. We hadn't penetrated yet. But you remember, in any business, you have the innovators that get in the beginning. Do you know most people are followers in this world?
Absolutely.
More than 80% of them. 20% of the people do 80% of the work. You ever heard that? All the time. And it's a true fact. And guess what? In that 20%, that same ratio holds. 20% of 20% is 4%. That's why you have that top 3%ers, you call it. You call the 3%ers. Okay? Now, you don't have to have an MBA. You don't have to graduate number one in your class to be a 3%er. Don't even have to have a high school degree. You're going to have the ingredients that I'm going to talk about here tonight, since we've got the right company and we've got the right products. Now, it's a matter of the other market factors. It's called timing. It's getting into a business before it goes through its momentum curve. The probability of lots of people making lots of money are for those that get in a company before it goes through its momentum curve, or before everybody in the world knows about it. Everybody's already been exposed, and it's already gone around the company, all around the world. Now, this company has a probability of going completely around the world. Completely around the world. That means you can link to a person, to link to a person, to link to a person. You could have a whole country underneath you on one side. That's a real probability. But it's only a real probability if you put the ingredients that I'm going to share with you to work. What are those? Well, after being in network marketing for so many years, and hearing all the training sessions and all these people who make all these $70,000 a month and all their stories, and buying all their training programs and going to them, I saw that was a waste of money, because most people lied to you. They made the training programs after success, but that isn't how they built the business. All the successful people basically built the business the same way. But it's so simple, most people won't put it together because they can't sell that kind of program. So I put it together. And that's how I built, together with all of our teammates, because I can't do it alone. And you can't do it alone. Because if you don't build a team, you won't ever build a successful organization. And we built one of the largest organizations in the country, over 70,000 people strong, not 70,000 sales, 70,000 people strong. Now that's one of the largest. Not many people in network marketing build an organization that large. So what I'm going to share with you is, if you've ever wanted a mentor so that you could own your own life, I'm willing to be that mentor. I mean, I don't need to make all that money anymore. I'm 70. But I probably outwork most of the people. I guess half the people who hear this video, I'll outwork you. And that's a shame. Because if you would just apply just a little bit, you can make more money than I ever made. Because the growth is yet to come. And so all we're looking for is to mentor someone that has the need, has the want, has the desire, and is willing to graduate from school. Yep, graduate from school. It's called 7kmetals Network Marketing Success. And anybody can do it. And guess what? No educational requirements. Doesn't matter what you're doing. You can work a full-time job and another part-time job and still do this and still be number one. You got to have that burning desire. Number one, you got to have burning desire. Now, or you could treat it like me. This is a great little, this is a lot of fun. And I pick up a lot of extra money, and I get to buy gold and silver at cost. And I enjoy it. And so I enjoy it. It's extra income for me. That's the way I'm looking at it. Okay? But that's not the way you should look at it. Those of you that aren't in my position, not already debt-free, not already basically own your own life financially, then you should look at it a little differently, I think. So what is it takes to be successful? Number one, it takes you getting in. It takes you joining. People do what you do. The longer you think, the longer you cogitate, long you got to have questions answered. I mean, this is pretty simple. $250. Buy coin every month. And getting a home-based business. You get the tax deductions for a home-based business, and then learn how. But at least make the commitment that you're going to learn how. At least give yourself the chance to succeed. Give yourself at least 2 years. That's what I ask. 5 to 10 hours for 2 years out of your life. Because one of the biggest mistakes anyone ever makes in network marketing is not to treat it as big business. That's the biggest mistake they make. It's a bigger business than any job you hold. It is a legitimate business. How do I know it's legitimate business? Well, you can go do all the research, but I'll just point to you Success Magazine right there. It's been on the front cover for many years. You can look at Entrepreneur Magazine. The industry of Success Magazine says that network marketing has created more millionaires than any other single industry. I think that's pretty legitimate. And you can do it without a big investment, and you can do it part-time without jeopardizing your job. This one fits the formula so much better than any other business. You get to buy gold and silver at cost. It only costs $250. It's only an annual renewal fee of what? $250 if you decide to, and that's by choice. And you earn $1,000 a week. Whew! Just kind of think about that. It's pretty powerful, isn't it? A lot of people don't even earn $1,000 a week in their full-time jobs. Do you know they got people graduating college these days? Yeah, this is 2017. They graduate from college with masters and they don't even make $40,000 a year. That's ridiculous. Well, it's big business, so you got to treat it as big business. But I tell you to do another thing. Don't just treat it as big business. Learn that every successful career requires training. Just because network marketing seems so simple and seems so easy doesn't mean you don't need training. Tell me one job you ever had in your past that you just walked in and you just started doing it and you did it better than anybody else did. Tell me one instrument that you picked up the first time you ever picked it up and you just played it better than anybody in the world. You know, there aren't many people that can do anything without a little bit of training. And so you got to be trained, and you got to get the right skills, the right attitudes, and the right techniques. I call them the SATs. Get your SATs. Pass your SAT, you're off to success in your network marketing venture. And I think it should be 7kmetals. Why? It's still in pre-launch. This is April 25th. It started November 4th. And it's been paying checks every week since it's opened, the first week. That means it's paying out money to its associates that are involved in the business every week, correct and on time. So I call that a pretty good business, pretty good start. They got a fantastic website, fantastic back office. So they're not even